It's week 1 of the NFL, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Bengals and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Completes it to Hardman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First down, here's Burrow. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ballgame.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking deep here for Chase. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this pass going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Boswell's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 more yards there and another first down. A handoff on the option to Singletary. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Singletary will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Wilson. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On the give, this is Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Russell Wilson and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. A short one there to Fryermuth. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he is caught. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Wilson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this 1st half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 1st down, here's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
When you step across the white stripe, the only thing that matters is that 6 inches between your backbone and your breastbone.
All right, ladies, There's only one spot left in my fantasy football league and 2 of you.
Why don't we flip a coin?
I prefer a more old-fashioned approach. 2 of you walked into this room, but only one's walking out.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
106 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, Burrow fighting Hardman here over the middle. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Burrow looking to pass. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Singletary again. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is in! Touchdown, Bengals! Devin Singletary, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wilson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Chase. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. Now Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Gesicki, 27 yards. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Wilson will throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And here's Freiermuth again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Najee going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this down to the 40. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he'll get it up past
the 20 to about the 22. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Wilson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st down, Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
88 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Bengals, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.